No fancy editing, just straight values, so let's get to it. And today we're going to design an email live, and this is going to be an email for a brand called Wilson. It's a sports brand, and in this case, it's going to be an email about tennis. And we're going to try and sell a very specific racket, okay? Now, realistically speaking, like, if I'm going to try and sell this specific racket, this is only going to work for a certain type of individuals that understand tennis to a certain extent. But we're going to try and just create the idea of the email around a classic being back, because this specific racket isn't in production anymore. So the idea here is to say, yo, this racket, we're producing this racket again, okay? So yeah, that's the idea behind it. So let's begin, and let's start by putting the logo of the Wilson logo in the center of the email. Also, I'm doing this because I have never seen like a decent email about tennis, so I'm just gonna do it myself, you know? Guess I'll do it myself. Alright, so let's put this image right about here. I'm also gonna try speed run this so you can see like realistically how long it takes to make a decent email. Put this here. We're going to put the color of this similar to this. There you go. Like that. Okay. Here. Whoa, where is... Oh, it's right here. There you go. Alright. We're gonna put a gradient here. I'm actually thinking of... Honestly... Yeah, it's gonna look like that. So a gradient is basically a smooth transition, right? Let me show you. You put this like here. Opacity 0. There we go. It's a smoother transition essentially. Now you may be asking yourself, but it doesn't look that great. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the same here. Copy paste that. Now it looks much better. Still, I think I'm gonna put it like this. I want to make sure it's correct. Good. Okay. Lock this, so when we lock things, like we can't move them, so that's very useful. Lock everything. All right, so this is a quote-unquote classic. It is a classic, like it's a classic. So we're gonna use a font that is that relates to that, okay? And I already know which one I'm going to use. So I'm gonna say an all-time classic, an all-time OG is back. I think that's gonna sound. I think that sounds cool, even though the OG doesn't really. But yeah, it's gonna be like that. An all-time OG. An all-time OG is back. All right. This is another font we're gonna use. We're also gonna put is back. I was thinking about like utilizing the green color too, you know. But we're gonna use the red color just to keep things simple. So essentially the same color of the logo, right? There you go. And we're gonna change the font to this one. So this is how it's gonna look, exactly like this. Bold italic, perfect. Good. We could even, I'm gonna do it like this. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks much better. Good. All right. An all-time OG is back. This is kind of like a mix because OG is like a modern term, but I think that sounds great. Okay. Now we're gonna add urgency here. Take the shot. It's gonna be a different font, by the way. Take the shot. All these run out fast. That's good. Take the shot. All of these run out fast. We're gonna put 28, and here I think here what we're gonna do. I'm going to change the font as well. Don't worry. Like it's gonna look different. We can do it like that. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. And the font I'm going to use Pluser Counter, the one that we had. I really like this one, so it's gonna use that. Regular. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to create the button. Like I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do something along the lines of this. I'm looking at the logo and I'm like, okay. It's gonna be a very simple button, nothing crazy. We're gonna put the corner radius to like 50, so it's perfectly rounded. Good. And the color is gonna be red as well. All right. Honestly, what do you think if I put white? I think that actually might look better. We got a line here. Oh, that was okay. Yeah, I think that actually might look nice. It's gonna be white. It's gonna be white. And we're going to, I just copy paste and put it here. We're going to say, shop now. I mean, shop now is the most. Yeah, it's gonna be shop now. I was just thinking of something different, but it's gonna be shop now. We're gonna put this bold. It's gonna be this color. There you go. So it kind of like, you know. Perfect. Okay. Is it 40? I don't like 40, 38, 36. I like 36 much better. A little bit like this. Good. That looks good. We could even try. There we go. Perfect. We could even try put the red, see how it looks. Yes, much better. Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the image a little bit closer to this. There we go. I think the good. Okay, so we just put it like that. There you go. Like that. That's good. Good. Okay. So here, okay, so here we're not mentioning the racket. So I forgot about that, but yeah, like people already know which racket it is for this specific audience, but we're going to mention it anyways. Pro staff 97 RF is back. Okay, so we're gonna put like this, like so, a little bit of space. I'm gonna change that again. Actually, I actually kind of like the way it looks, but I'm going to put it just a tiny bit. There you go. That looks nice. We could put that. Now we're gonna put this bold. Yeah. All these run out fast. Take the chance. Looks like we changed this quite a bit. Yep. I'm doing this on the fly, by the way. I did not prepare for this. Okay, that looks great. All right, let's move on to the next part. We don't want to waste much time there. Spit like this. So the idea here. So I'm thinking of creating two different things at the same time, if that makes sense. So we're going to create two different like patterns here. So the first one is going to be, we're going to put, oh shit, what did I just do? There we go. So we're going to put these like this, like so. This is going to go here. And this, it's going to be this color here. I'm trying to look for more. Nice. That looks great. That looks great. Looks good. That looks nice. Okay. So that's the first one. The second one's going to be the gradient. Okay. We're going to create a gradient. We're actually going to create 2 gradients. Okay. So we want this to be, there we go. Like that. So this is going to be a gradient again. Copy, paste, the same color, 0. You can see that it looks a lot more sublime, I guess. The transition is better. And here we're going to also put a transition about here so that it fades well. There you go. That looks nice, right? So this has a bit of a... Okay, this is not going to be a very long email. So we're going to just put like this. There you go. There you go. That's nice. So this is how our email is going to look like, generally speaking. I might create the footer too. No, I'm not going to create the footer. The footer is very important though. It's basically the last part of the email, but we're not going to create that today. So what we're going to do here now, we're going to create an infographic. So basically what an infographic is, it's a graphic with information in it. Pretty cool, right? I know, it sounds nice. We're going to put the corner radius here a little bit like, I don't know, 22. That looks nice. I like that. Okay, so here just for the sake of it, I'm going to put just random stuff. Like the idea here, it's going to be to, by the way, this is going to be dark. It's going to be this color right here. Like, there you go. And the idea here is going to be to put specific things about the racket here, okay? So, and again, like the challenge here is only to use this asset and this asset, because if I had more, the email would look a lot better, essentially, okay? But this alone, like, it's gonna look good, okay? So what we're gonna do here, and this works very, very well, I just put like a little, just a little bit, it's very tiny, right? Little circle with the same color, the main color, okay? So it's gonna look a little bit like this. I think it's gonna go maybe there. All right, so now copy paste like so, and we're going to put, I am thinking a little bit more like this. Copy paste this to, boom, 4. I think we're gonna use 4. Usually it's either 4 or 3, depending on what you're selling. But here we're gonna go with 4. And I am not going to write the specifications of the racket. I'm just gonna write random stuff. But let's pretend that the random stuff I'm gonna write are, like things about the racket, okay? So we're going to use, I'm thinking about using, now we're gonna use the same font here. I think it's fine. Again, this is gonna be random stuff. So yeah, it's gonna look a bit like this. Regular. Just so that I don't waste a lot of time here. We're gonna put 28. Yeah, we're gonna put 28, because 28, actually, let me put it in the center, because I'm gonna put this a bit here too. There you go. All right. You can see with these little quote-unquote tricks, I mean, these aren't tricks, just normal, just normal designing an email. You can duplicate a lot of stuff. But with this, you can accelerate things quite fast, right? Put it here. I'll put it in the center. There you go. I know this looks weird, but again, just pretend that this is the specifications of the racket. Now, we're going to put more copy here. And we're going to change it to dark. And we're going to put a last button here, okay? And this button is going to be red this time around. So the button is going to be red, and this is going to be white. We could even put, yeah, white is better. White looks a lot better. All right, so this is going to go here. Perfect. Perfect. That looks great. And here again, like we could put some other random copy. Now, the email is done. Like this is it. Obviously, the copy would be completely different to this, but I don't want to take much of your time. But something along the lines of this would crush, believe it or not. Okay. What we could also do, to be completely honest with you, we could just one last thing. I mean, this is great. This is like, do not get me wrong. This is great, and I would personally do it like this. But you could do like another, like put another title in here. You know, a little bit smaller too. You know, let me show you how that could look like. Something like this. You copy paste. You could put like 40, a little bit smaller, so that this stands out a bit more. Like, it's all about, like, if you need to put this, you should put it, right? But for this particular example, I'm just, again, giving examples. Let me see here. Okay, I'm not going to touch much more. But, yeah, this is pretty much it. And, again, you would change the title to it. It wouldn't be the same. So, this is how the email could look like. Again, I prefer without this, but it depends what you're doing. And believe me, like something like this, as simple as this, it would crush. And the reason for that, it's because it's simple, it's understandable, and it's easy on the eye. Like I think the email looks a little bit, in my opinion, pallid. Like you know what I mean by that? Especially this bottom part. Well, that's because these were the assets, I had to use. But still, it looks great. And if you were to send out this email like on Wilson's email list, this would crush. It would be probably one of their best performing emails ever, because I have seen their emails and it's not very good. So yeah, this is the first part. Now let's go into the second part and let's upload this bad boy into Klaviyo. So let's go to Klaviyo. Alright, so here we are on Klaviyo, and we're going to transfer the email we made on Figma to Klaviyo, and it's very, very simple. So we're going to create a campaign here, single channel, continue. Just put it like, you probably already know this. I'm not going to get into it. Here you can put a subject line and the preview text, okay? I suggest you to put sometimes a random emote, emoji, whatever you want to call, like on the subject line here at the end or at the beginning. It works very well. And now we're going to let's create a brand new one. Okay. There we go. We're going to delete this. We're going to also delete this, and we're going to put an image here. And now it comes the part where we transfer the email itself and we put it to Klaviyo. So we go to Figma. We press here on Wilson. It's going to select the entire email. You go here and you click on Export Wilson, which is essentially the name of the email, okay? You save it. Now you go to this website, call it iloveimage.com. You go to compress image, select images. You go to Wilson, you click on Wilson, you open it, you compress the image. It's going to compress it, okay? Now, you download the image. You go back to Klaviyo. You go here to select image. Upload. Upload image, select image. And here we are. This is the one that we downloaded from I Love Image, okay? And we open it. There we go. And essentially, what this website does is it compresses your image. Your image needs to be as smaller as possible so that it's faster to open, okay? So your email is faster to open and doesn't go to spam as well. So it's very important we do that. Now, here we got the image or the email, because your email should really be, when you're doing design based, just should really be just one image. Or if you want to direct people to different parts of the email, you need to do different images, okay? So for example, let's pretend that this button is going to go to the main page and this button is going to go to the racket page, okay? So we would, I can't even show you how to do that on Figma. So we would select this slice and we would select what we want. We would download this and then we would just do this and download this one, okay? This is actually a little hack you can do, because that way you save time and it's perfectly cut. And yeah, you just upload it and it works like that. Example, how would it look like on Klaviyo? Duplicate, so it's just 2 images. And on this one, you put the link address you want to go to. And on the second one, you put the link address you want it to go to as well. So here we can put the wilson.com, I guess so. And here it says shop now, we put shop now. Very simple. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it. And if you need any help implementing all of this, or really if you need any help running your email marketing, because the thing about email marketing is that it can be very complex if you want to make money, and it takes a little bit of time. It takes a lot of time, in fact. It takes a bunch of time to do it. So if you need any help with this, you're in the right place, because I pretty much copy what the best of the best do, and I just improve on it with my own twist. So yeah, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, wish you an amazing rest of the day.